All right, welcome back everybody. Race 1, Season 4 of the International Racing Series GT4 Championship. We want to start off with some apologies to the fans. Race 3 got cut off abruptly. We were not able to broadcast to you the final 3 races of a 10-race season, and for that we give you our apologies. Some issues going on here at the studios, as well as the global pandemic impacting some things. The studios have moved. We've got a new location, new setup, so we're hoping that everything is settled down and we can bring you the Season 4 in its entirety. Anyway, down to the grid. Let's get onto the grid. We've got on pole position, Turbo is back from, been here with us since the second half of Season 2, continuing his strong form. And second is Season 2 and 3 champion, defending champion, Timlour. And third, we have a newcomer to the series, Bambi, GTP Bambi, in the Ferrari. And fourth, we've got Harry Mop, also in the Ferrari, qualifying fifth. Your first Pro-Am, and I neglected to mention that the field is divided into 2 classes of drivers, Pro and Pro-Am, based on overall, performance and pace, which is a hard thing to really determine with some of the drivers that are new. Some we know well and we know their pace, others we don't. But anyway, GTP M-Power starting 5th with a nice qualifying. Gentleman Racing, a Pro-Am as well, 6th. 7th, Race Fan, another Pro-Am, 8th. Gentleman Racing, your Pro-Am champion from last season. 9th, Ace Boy, a Pro Class driver struggling in qualifying. 10th, Whitey, another Pro driver. 11th, Fast One, and 11th, Desert Penguin, and 12th, Fast One. And they're off. They do their one formation lap. I'm lagging behind here. Timlour immediately goes to the outside, trying to take the lead from Turbo here. Oh, and he successfully makes a move on the outside. Probably should have used his camera for that. That view would have been better for that move, but nevertheless, Timlour showing why he's the Season 2 and 3 champion. Asserting himself. In case you're new to us here, new to the series, we'll just run through the parameters really quickly. The IRS GT4 Championship is basically all the front engine, rear wheel drive, mid-engine rear wheel drive cars in the Group 4 class within the game. New this season, we're allowing the all-wheel drive Lamborghini and the Nissan GTR, which we don't have one competing here today, but nevertheless is eligible. Let's see how the field's shaken out after the first lap. Timlour in the lead, being hounded by Turbo. This could be tactics at this point, Turbo's part. Bambi, third. Harry Mop in 4th. They held position. Up to 5th is Gentleman Racing, your first Pro-Am. Moby, his teammate. We're running teams this season as well. You'll notice some of the cars, same make, running similar looking liveries here. Yin and Yang versions of the Patron Racing McLarens. The team leader following his underling there. Gentleman Racing's the Pro-Am in the team, and the Pro driver is Moby. we don't think this is going to last here. We're going to probably see Moby overtake Gentleman Racing and set off their higher positions. 7th, we've got Ace Boy, team leader of Top Performance Motorsport. I think that's the name of the team. Sorry if I messed that up. I'll clarify in our next race broadcast. Whitey, another pro driver, struggling here at Laguna Seca, but he's a competitor, so we should see him move right up the field. 9th, we got Desert Penguin, part of the Alliance Autosport racing team. He's teamed up with Turbo. As you can see again, they're driving the same car, similar looking liveries. 10th, we've got Fast One. And Ace Boy's teammate is Race Fan in the Mercedes SLS. And down in 12th, we've got GTP Power. Looks like he's had problems already. Maybe he had an off spin. Doesn't look like he picked up any damage. Just got off track. That lovely BMW with the throwback livery. Let's get back up to the leaders. Oh, and Turbo. Oh, and Bambi. Bambi takes advantage of that. So does Harry Mop. That's going to be tough to recover from. It's a good few seconds back from the leader now. We go on board while Turbo tries to progress. Oh, it looks like Moby's gotten ahead of Gentleman Racing. Maybe Gentleman Racing had an issue. Yeah, he's given up 3 positions, 1 lap. Yeah, and you see that's kind of, you know, I can address this. As you can see, the pros and the pro-ams, there's going to be some difference in pace. So while Gentleman Racing was able to get up there into 5th and kind of hang with the leaders for a bit, overall the pace is a little slightly off. So you're starting to see, you know, the true turn of speed for his skill set in the pro-am. And I can say that because that's yours truly there in the McLaren, trying to make a move on Whitey, who's made his way up to 7th. But yeah, let's get back to Turbo. Let's go on board with Turbo. See what we can get here. Again, if you're new, if you're not new to us, you'll know what I'm about to say. But if you are new to us, oh, and there we go. There's the move to the inside of Bambi, through into the corkscrew and out. Nice move. Impressive move. But as I was going to mention, the way the series runs is, although there isn't a mandatory pit stop, all drivers start with 80 liters of fuel, which kind of forces a stop, unless you want to get into, you know, managing your fuel, turning it down a little bit and try to stretch the distance. But ultimately not worth it, because the races all run about 45 to 50 minutes. So fuel and tire wear are set to 2x. You could try to run on 1 set of tires because the softs, the racing softs and the racing mediums are available. But as you can see, and you could probably pick up on it on the broadcast, and pretty much everybody's running racing softs. It's really due to everybody's... Oh, Turbo looking to make a move on Harry Mop to the inside. Can they make the run up the hill? Oh, and Turbo leaves room. Excellent driving. Leaves a car width for Harry Mop to try to hang with him. But he's got the inside. Oh, and he hits the sausage curve. Harry Mop jinks to the inside. He's ahead by a hair. Will they make it through the corkscrew? Too wide? Oh, they don't force it. Harry Mop regains 2nd place. I don't think that's the last he's seen of Turbo. Let's go back on board. Had to go to TV cams because some good racing going on. Yeah, so you're new. If you're new to the broadcast, folks who've watched it before will know that you'll be able to see the fuel the fuel gauge and the condition of the driver's tires, but the rest will be kind of covered up with, not kind of covered up, but covered up with a little black screen overlay. Kind of pick up the drama a little bit by covering up the gear shifts and all that stuff, and braking and acceleration inputs. Don't need to see all that. And that Hyundai is fast. See Bambi in the mirror there, keeping pace. Yeah, Timlour's taking advantage of this battling that's going on here, and he's just kind of opened up a gap to them. Only here can you, only with GT4 can you see a Hyundai Genesis fighting with two Ferraris. Beautiful, isn't it? All right, let's run through the field. We got Timlour in the lead. In second, Harrymop being hassled by Turbo. Turbo in third. Fourth, Bambi. Fifth, Moby. Hotly pursued by Ace Boy. Seventh, we got the other McLaren, the first of your Pro-Ams in Gentleman Racing. Fast one's got a little scrape on the front bumper there. Let's get a closer look at that. Oh yeah, the front end's kind of scraped up. What happened there? Let's see if we can match it up. I think we know what happened. We've got word from the pits. Yeah, Autosport Alliance team is not happy. I guess there was some contact. Oh yes, Desert Penguin's got damage. He's got driver's side rear suspension and rear aero damage. Just really struggling with that car. Tires aren't looking too good either. And he's being chased down by a race fan. Penguin, real squirrely out of the last turn there. That's gonna hurt him up this straight. See if we can get it on. Look, I want to stay on board, but let's see what happens into this corner. GTP M-Power, and now Whitey. Whitey must have had it off. Trailing far behind. Might have even pitted. Must have sustained some damage. And see, we've got some scrapes on the little scrapes on the right rear bumper, or tough to tell. Yeah, he's got some damage. Must have been forced to pit. 9 laps down already. Let's get back up to the leaders and see how Turbo's making out with Harrymop. He's still in pursuit. Perhaps he's looking to cool things down and take care of his tires. Yeah, Harrymop's tires are just a tad bit better condition. Let you guys enjoy the sounds of the race for the next few minutes. this is an intense, some intense battling here. We can see Turbo's not really making any moves right now, but just piling on the pressure. Ooh, runs it in a little hot, but recovers nicely. Tire wear right across the field is kicking in. And here we have Ace Boy being pursued. Oh, those tires. Yeah, Ace Boy's tires are really quite a bit worse for the wear. Let's see what Gentleman Racing's tires look like. Much better condition. Let's go on board with Gentleman Racing. Oh, clouts the sausage curb. Yeah, and really for the Pro-Am drivers, which Gentleman Racing's the first in line, it really is a little bit of a badge of honor to be able to finish, qualify or finish ahead of a pro driver. Again, it's not a perfect system, but people's overall pace usually starts to show throughout the course of the race. As we mentioned earlier, Gentleman Racing was as high as 5th, really. Whoa! And Ace Boy gets the left rear out to the sand. Thankfully, Gentleman Racing doesn't follow him out there. But yeah, so it's a kind of a badge of honor for a Pro-Am driver to finish ahead of a pro in one of these events. Like I said, the races are usually about 45 to 50 minutes long. No mandatory stop, but usually people make at least one stop. Anything more than that and you're really putting yourself at a huge disadvantage. And very rarely does anybody elect to run the mediums. So series organizers are thinking about trying to come up with a new system with regards to tires, but it's what folks have come accustomed to in this series, so sometimes change just for the sake of change isn't necessarily the right thing to do. But you can see now Gentleman Racing's closed in on Ace Boy. Well, doesn't look to go make a move into the double left-hander here. And really it's a tale of tire wear. Extreme tire wear for Ace Boy and not Gentleman Racing, really managing his tires well. When Gentleman Racing goes to the inside, keeps it clean, leaves room, and that's all about tire wear there. Almost at half distance here. Apparently this track is pretty brutal on tires. Gentleman Racing makes it stick. But that Mercedes, with all that torque and decent maneuverability for a heavy car, it's going to try to tuck into the draft and reel Gentleman Racing back in. Just about half the race gone now. And you can see Ace Boy's really making a push to stay with him, at least up until the pit stops, which we've entered that window. Let's go up to the leaders. Timlour still pretty clear, hasn't gotten too much further away from these two. Second and third, still battling. Let's check their tire wear. Just about even, a tad bit more wear on the rears for Harry Mop. Let's check that again. Yeah, just a tad bit more on the rear for Harry Mop. Oh, Bambi pits. Oh yeah, gotta get those tires on there. Bambi the first to pit, right at the start of lap 15. Wonder if they'll come in together. Let's check their fuel levels. Just about even too. Oof. Whoa, Harry Mop gets into the sand a little bit, wags his tail. Ooh, interesting camera angle. Oh, and Harry Mop pits. Turbo elects to stay out and run a hot lap. Really, Timlour hasn't gotten away too far. Turbo hoping to maybe get a good fast lap in here with the car being low on fuel, lower on fuel, making it lighter. Last lap of 1:27.9. Timlour's 1:28, within a tenth. See what the rest of the field's doing. Moby up in third. That's a function of the pit stops. Gentleman Racing fourth. So the two McLarens running long first stints. Got Harry Mop up in fifth. He just came out of the pits. Sixth, Bambi. Fast one up in seventh. Looks like he's running a long first stint as well. Race Fan, eighth. Ace Boy, ninth. We'll have to see where Gentleman Racing comes out in relation to Ace Boy. Whitey, 10th. Desert Penguin 11th. It looks like Timlour's pitted. Yep, he's pitted. Turbo stays out again. Desert Penguin 11th. Empower 12th. Will. Where is Timlour? Moby up to second, running yet another lap. When his teammate Gentleman Racing pitting, fast one pitting. Harry Mop in fourth, but remember he's pitted, so he's gonna get this position whether he does it on track right now, being on fresh tires, or by virtue of Moby making a stop. Moby's on some old tires here. This is not what Harry Mop needed. Let's see if he gets by. Go on board. Oh, it's going to cost both of them time. It's going to cost them both some time. And Harry Mop really needs to get by. Really needs to get by. That was not good for Harry Mop's efforts. But Moby pits, turbo pits. Let's see, where's Timlour? Timlour. The gap seems to have stayed the same. Seems to have stayed the same. As you can see, Timlour's still a ways ahead. Timlour up ahead going through the left-hander. So looks like everyone has taken their customary pit stop. We've got Harry Mop coming out behind Turbo. So that hot lap, or those couple of hot laps that Turbo ran, I'm not sure if he ran more than one, seem to have paid off for him. Looks like he's got a couple seconds on Bambi and Harry Mop. More than a couple seconds, quite a few. Moby settled into 5th. Gentleman Racing in 6th. Pretty good for the Pro-Am. Some might say too good. Ace Boy, 7th. Fast One, 8th. 9th, Whitey. Being pursued by Desert Penguin in 10th. Really trying to overcome the damage sustained early on when he got rear-ended by Fast One. Probably lost a bit of time taking repairs in the pits. Race fan trying to get a decent haul of points for his team, and oh, M-Power. He's gonna have to get that buffed out before the next race. It's terrible. Sorry to see that, M-Power. Keep pushing, you never know. Back up to the leader, Timlour, 2-time series champion, defending champion. Looking to keep his winning ways going. Only question is, oh, that fuel gauge looks to be way low in relation to the rest of the field. So did he short fill to try and keep that lead? Just a couple more seconds of fuel, man, never hurts. But it can bite you if you don't do it. Gentleman Racing being pursued by Ace Boy. Let's go on board with Ace Boy. See if the Pro can reel the Pro-Am in. Ace Boy looks to be closing the gap in small increments here. So we could see some closing laps with a decent battle between these two. And you can see there, carries some nice speed through there. Oh boy. Tuck right into the draft. Luckily for Gentleman Racing, that McLaren's no slouch on the straights, but you can see where Ace Boy really closed the gap. Looks like we're gonna have a battle on our hands here. For the next few laps. Oh, gets on the sausage curb, gets the right side tires dirty, holds it together. Impressive. And the sand here at Laguna Seca is just brutal. But it's been an interesting race one. We're gonna have to keep an eye on the leaders there. That Timlour looks like he may be in some trouble late in the race with regards to his fuel level. Can he make the distance and hold that position? 9 laps to go. Yeah, and here we go. Here's where Ace Boy's been really strong. Closes in. He's going to use all that torque. 400 plus horsepower. In that Mercedes. Lost a little time on that lap compared to the previous one, but no harm, no foul. Looks like he's still gaining on Gentleman Racing. Let's see what Gentleman Racing has done over the last 2 laps. Oh yeah, he's clearly in the 128s, although ran his fastest lap on lap 121 there. Oh no! No, Ace Boy. Oh, very unfortunate. Just pushed a little too hard through that turn. Oh, and clouts the wall. No damage, thankfully. Gives up the position to fast one. Perhaps he'll be able to put a charge on this Pro-Am driver and fast one and make that position back up, but we shall see. And now Gentleman Racing's in the clear. You know he's in the he was in the cockpit, breathing a deep sigh of relief because the pressure was coming for sure. Let's check on the rest of the field. Ace Boy, Penguin in 9th, 10th. Race Fan, a little ways back. Maybe he'll make up some distance. Whitey back in the pits. Oh, tough race for the Jaguar driver. Some people say Jaguar. It's Jaguar or Jaguar if you're from the UK. Empower benefits from that additional stop. Guys had some struggles here at Laguna Seca, and Empower and Whitey, Desert Penguin, unfortunately. But it's an 8-race season with 2 drop races, so he's got to keep pushing. And knowing these drivers, they definitely will. They won't let this get to them. Timlour closing in on 12th place Whitey. See if he's gonna become a factor in this race. Down down to about less than a quarter of a tank of fuel. 6 laps to go. Turbo looks like he'll be in the clear fuel wise. Oh yeah, making a push. See how big that gap is. Just about the length of that little straight section there. Six laps to close the gap. Will the fuel situation become a factor? We'll have to wait and see here. 6 laps to go on lap 20, starting lap 25. Yep, Whitey doesn't want to become a factor. Gets out of the way. Yeah, the Jaguar's looking ragged. It's all right. Whitey's a competitor. You don't see rage quits coming out of him. No, no, no. There's always something to be learned by running more laps, getting comfortable with the car. As the season goes, we'll sure to see his pace develop. Not that pace was an issue, just had a couple of offs, some damage. Interesting to see what happens next week. We're going to Mount Panorama next week. Timlour squeezes by 11th place. Whoa! Whitey takes advantage and gets by Empower there. Empower have an issue? It doesn't appear he does. He's drawn alongside. He's got an issue. Tires are blown out. And Whitey, by virtue of having to make a few more stops than normal, it's got some fresh tires. Oh, Desert Penguin. Oh no, that's not Desert Penguin. Cars look alike. That's his teammate, Turbo, making his way through the traffic, trying to close that gap to Timlour, and it looks like he has. On lap 26, well, just about halfway through lap 26. And it looks like he's starting to close the gap to Timlour. Let's see. He may be running a fuel lower. We'll have to see. Let's wait till we get on the straights. Yeah, he might have had to cut down on power to conserve fuel. He doesn't have enough fuel to get through the last 4 laps. Oh boy. Very unfortunate if that's the case. 115 miles per hour. I don't know. Oh, and there's Turbo, makes a move past Whitey. Get rid of those names. Yeah, definitely closing the gap. Definitely halved it. Cut it in half on that lap. Oh, and he's got the red light, fuel light flashing. What an effort by these two drivers. Turbo in the early laps got caught up battling with Harry Mop and Bambi. And you can see Bambi's moved his way back up to 3rd. Nice performance. But this is where the deal is going down. 3 laps to go. Starter lap 28. Oh, and runs fastest lap. He's got the bit between his teeth. He's right there. No, it doesn't run his fastest lap, but pretty damn close. Odd. 19 is showing as his fastest lap, but it's actually a hair slower than lap 27, so something odd going on with GT4. And there is. He goes to the inside. Yeah, Timlour doesn't defend, but he stays around the outside. Oh, a little contact, little touch, little argy-bargy, but keeps it clean. Nevertheless, Turbo's got the inside line through the turn. And there comes Timlour. Will he make a move up to the corkscrew? That'd be very risky. Nope, nope, tucks in. Runs a nice clean line, gets a good exit. Little tap of the brakes through the left-hander. Fight that understeer, that aero wash. Whoa, boy. Turbo's good on fuel, good tires. And Timlour is just really stretching out this fuel. Amazing. Let's run through the field for you. We're on the penultimate lap. We think this is it though. He's just Timlour just doesn't have the fuel to really push the issue here. Maybe he's looking to stay close, keep the pressure on, and have Turbo make a mistake. Let's see if it works, but we're gonna have to run through the field and get right back to them. So we got Turbo in first, Timlour right behind, chasing him with a low amount of fuel. Third, Bambi, not far behind. In fourth is Harry Mop. Moby in fifth, a nice performance there. Gentleman Racing in sixth, excellent for the Pro-Am, carrying a penalty. Fast one in seventh, after having some contact and causing some damage for Desert Penguin. Puts his head down, keeps going. Eighth, Ace Boy, a pro, chasing a Pro-Am. Had that spin, still trying to fight for get that seventh position back. Ninth, Desert Penguin, nice performance. After having lost some pace and time, ghosting there. Probably burning off some penalty time. Race Fan in 10th, Whitey in 11th, and Empower in 12th. Let's get back to the leaders. I don't know if all those positions will hold, but in the meantime, we got to get back to these guys. And impressively, Turbo has not really gapped Timlour, considering Timlour's fuel situation. And look at that, just a sliver of fuel left on the final lap. Oh, runs a best sector. Amazing. And if you're new to the championship, next week's race will the ballast system will be on full display. Race 1, everybody runs the standard GT Sport balance of performance figures for the car they're driving. But then, depending on their finishing position within their class, they pick up some additional weight. The winner in the class picks up 3%. The winner, the second place, the runner-up in their given class, Pro or Pro-Am, gets 2% added for the next race. And the third place finisher in the class gets 1% added. But never mind that, let's see what happens here. And will he be able to make a move with the amount of fuel he's got? No, Turbo takes the win. Turbo. So Turbo locks in the win by virtue of a phenomenal driving performance. Can't take anything away from his performance. Timlour mismanaged the fuel, lost out an opportunity. Bambi leads. Bambi takes the last spot on the podium. Harry Mop 4th, 5th. Looks like it's gonna be Moby. Yep. 6. Looks like it's gonna be your first Pro-Am driver. He'll pick up 3% for next week in added weight. Gentleman Racing. 7th, Ace Boy. 8th, Fast One. 9th, Desert Penguin. 10th, Race Fan. 11th, Whitey. And Empower. Those two guys were lapped, so the race, unfortunately, the game doesn't let them finish the race. But nevertheless, your winner, Turbo. Thanks for joining us. If it's your first time, you'll see us next week. We'll be running a race at Mount Panorama. Thanks for joining us.